If you're still clicking and scrolling through menus in Pro Tools, you're wasting hours a week. These 10 shortcuts with my Stream Deck completely transform my mixing workflow. I'm going to show you exactly what they do and why they're so powerful. Hi, my name is Nico, and this year I mixed over 100 songs using this exact setup. I'm going to walk you through the 10 most powerful shortcuts I use with Pro Tools. I'm not going to go through exactly how to set them up. I have other videos on that because otherwise Okay, the first shortcut is creating a new track. Instant track creation is not something new, and there definitely are shortcuts to do it, but having it on the Stream Deck with the press of a button can definitely speed things up. For example, you have it one press of a button and you have a new track. Whether you need to track something quickly and need one new audio track, or you need a new stereo instrument track, it's a great way of speeding things up. I recommend having shortcuts for each type of track that you use. This is really a game changer and it's a no-brainer for me. Make a track active and inactive. When I'm mixing, I don't need all the tracks from my mixing template open, so an easy way of keeping things moving is having a shortcut to make them active or inactive very quickly. One button to deactivate them, no need to right click and go in a different menu. Instead of muting something completely, I like to just make a track inactive and forget about it. It's not going to create any problem in the future. Zoom presets. This one is a really good one to speed up your navigation. I have one button for full session that's going to zoom out and show you the whole session, and then I have another button that's Option plus F that's going to focus on the selection I have. I like using the smart multi-tool so I have everything available at the same time, and so like that I can select zoom in, I press the button to zoom out and see the whole session, and I can move very quickly. If you like using the other options for zooming, it's also a great way of doing it, having a few buttons to either zoom in and zoom out, or you can have the different zoom stages with the numbers. That's also a great way to work if that's the way you like working. Automation modes. This is a great one. Once I'm done doing all my balancing and my leveling, getting into that automation pass with mixing is super important. Being able to do it fast, it's also really crucial. With one press of a button, I can switch between the automation modes. Usually I only use touch or read when I'm automating, but I also have automation off if needed. That's one I use. And I have one button to open the automation mode window, so I can easily modify anything that I want to automate or not automate. Insert your favorite plugin. This one is also a huge time saver, especially if you're like me and you have 50 different EQ plugins. You know you always end up using the same ones, so why not having shortcuts to have them ready to go? One press of a button and pull up your favorite compressor or EQ. Additionally, I have a few recalls and a few plugin combinations set up. So I just hover over the insert and press the button, and just like that, I have my favorite tape delay setup or my favorite spring reverb. No more hunting through the menus. This one is a really good one. Highly recommend it. This macro is actually the reason why I ended up buying a Stream Deck and Keyboard Maestro in the first place. It was to get faster with my mixing setup. Mixing setup used to be something that would take me a long time, and I would even hire someone to do it for me because it would take so much time away from mixing. Being able to, with the press of a button, assigning a track or a group of track to a specific bus and routing, and additionally having them color code, makes a huge difference, speeds things up so much. This one, number 7, is kind of follow up on the previous one. It's busing and number busing. Never scroll again to find the next available bus. By having a button that can automatically go to the next available bus just speeds things up so much. Once I start typing, it automatically goes to the next available number bus. Then I rename it. Next time I need to use a numbered bus, it will automatically go to the following one. I rename it, and so on and so on. This is such a time saver. I also have a few specific number buses ready to go that I might be using, or if I use session that I've already number bus set up. Okay, the next one is a bit of a complicated one. It's bouncing stems. I have it set up to automatically bounce all the mix stems when I'm done mixing. It might need a bit of setup before this really works for you, but once it does, it's really gonna save you time. Basically, I don't have to sit there and babysit the computer. It knows what I want to do. It just moves on to the next stem, next stem, next stem. And once it's done, you just go back, double check everything, make sure it's good. This one is a bit more complicated, but if you can make it work for your setup, go for it. Navigating to markers. This one is really a good one to instantly go from one spot in the song, in your session, to another one. It utilizes the number pad shortcut, period, number, and period. So having a few of those numbers set up that you commonly use is just a huge time saver. You can just jump to the section you want, to the specific markers. The way this works really well for me is when I label my markers, I always put the number of the marker number in front of the marker name, if that makes sense, so that if I zoom out of the session and I know where I want to go, I just know which number marker I need to jump to. The reason I started doing that is that your markers are not always in order when you create them. So if you want to jump to something, you don't necessarily know where to go. And I really don't like having the marker window open constantly to jump around. So having the number in front, I can just press on the Stream Deck the number of the marker I want to go to, and it jumps there. This one is a great one. This one speeds up your workflow as well. And last one, very simple, but probably one of the one I use the most is input monitor on record arm tracks. So what that does is it switches the record my bounce track from input monitor to not input monitors. It toggles between the two. That is so crucial for my mixing setup because I constantly need to reference old mixes or reference tracks or production mixes. It's just a super easy and quick way of going back and forth, making sure you're hearing what you want to hear. The way I have the Stream Deck set up, it's like right next to my keyboard, so I don't even have to lift my hand. It's just accessible by the press of my pinky. It's super quick, and that's just the one I use the most, and I used it hundreds of times a day. So those are my 10 essential shortcuts. This just speeds up my workflow so much, helps me avoid going through menus all days. It just keeps me doing what I want to do, which is just mixing and not having to look for something. If you're interested into the Stream Deck profile I use, I have it available. You're welcome to check it out. In the next video, I'm going to break down what makes a mix sound pro or not. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment, and I'll see you on the next one.